Halloween. Big deal for you or not really?
Yeah. Now it's like I'm excited. Because before it was a traditional, school parade, cold trick-or-treating. I don't know. I just was never really like a trick-or-treater or a Halloween parade. But now it's like, parties, spooky vibes. I love the haunted houses. I love those so much. Like, I love scary movies, everything. I love it. So Halloween, yes, I'm really excited for this one.
Well, we'll talk about all that stuff. Let's start with costumes. How serious is costume planning for you?
Costumes? I mean, honestly, they're not that. I don't go all out for costumes because they wind up breaking or I don't know. I just like to feel comfortable. I'm not really that whole, like, I have big globs of stuff on me, props that are glued to me. Like, I'd rather just have the outfit on, maybe a cute little accessory, and keep it pushing.
Is it something that's done in advance, planning-wise, or is this last minute?
It's usually planned. If there's a party or somewhere to be with, that includes a costume, I'm going to have it prepared. But never last minute, no. If it was last minute, I usually always go as Lola Bunny. Because that's I have the jersey already and just pop some ears on and a tail.
When it comes to planning, how far in advance do you plan? Costume planning. A week, 2 weeks, a month out?
Oh, no. Literally like 2 days, 3 days. Just give me a day to order it online and have it shipped.
What costumes have you dressed up as in the past?
Okay, Lola Bunny, a firefighter. I think I was like a Barbie one time. Beyonce. I love Beyonce. Like when I was younger, I used to think I was her. So I dressed as a cop because in her video, if I was a boy, she was a cop. So I dressed as a cop. And I thought I was Beyonce, but people were like, oh, you're dressed as a cop. So I guess you can say a cop and Beyonce. And I think that's it.
Which one received the most attention?
The Lola Bunny. Because everyone's like, oh my God, that's so clever, Lola Bunny. And, Lola Bunny's very, like, cute and classy, but she's still really silly. So they really love that one.
And you were already hip on Lola Bunny, or somebody suggests you to, hey, check this out, this might fit you?
Honestly, I was already hip to it, and I already knew about it, but I never, like, wanted to be that. But then one time I was like, I want a jersey with my name on it. So I was online looking up jerseys with my name on it, and it just kept on popping up, Lola Bunny, Lola Bunny, Lola Bunny. So I'm like, Looney Tunes. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to just get it. And it just so happened it was, like, perfect because I could just make that my Halloween costume.
Ever done matching costumes with someone?
No, but hopefully I can soon.
Anyone ever dress up as you before?
No. If they do, that would be awesome, but no.
You said you don't really do the trick-or-treating thing. Did I hear that right?
I mean, I do, but it's not fun. Like, I think it was because I was with my family. But, like, when you go as a group of friends and you're with your friends and you're acting up, running around, getting the candy with your friends, trading candy, getting all the candy out of the buckets, then it's more fun. But it's like, before I would go trick-or-treating with my mom, and it's like, all right, Lola, I'm ready to go. Like, let's go, come on. Like, you got school tomorrow. And then they love throwing the whole, there's a curfew. So, yeah, it wasn't fun back then, but.
Craziest thing you received trick-or-treating?
Craziest thing?
Anything out of the norm?
I mean, not really like an open candy, but I feel like that's with everyone. There's always like an open piece of candy.
You ever gambled and ate one?
No. No.
And when it comes to trick-or-treating, do you have a favorite Halloween candy?
I really love chocolate. So anything chocolate's good.
And what was worse? What would you leave at the bottom of the basket, bottom of the bag, bottom of the pillowcase?
Those Twizzlers. Like, not the Twizzlers, the licorice. Like, they taste like medicine. So, yeah. Licorice. That's disgusting.
Ever went trick-or-treating in a rich neighborhood?
Yeah, of course. Everybody loves going to the houses, the big houses with the big candy bars. And half of the time, they're not even home. So, I'll go to, the little houses with the, big candy bars or whatever. And half of the time, they're not home. Or half of the time, they'll leave the bucket out. And, that one group of friends had to take all the big Hershey bars. So, yeah.
Is it worth it?
No, honestly, it's not.
Ever passed out candy yourself?
Oh, yeah, of course. I love little kids. So, if anything, I would pass out candy in the beginning, like when the sun's still up. And then when it gets darker and later, I'll go with my friends and stuff like that. We'll get lit, go.
What'd you give out? Everything.
Chocolate, pretzels, Skittles. Sometimes we would throw in some big candy bars. Like, you can go right to Dollar Tree, get a $1 candy bar.
What was the most popular item you noticed you gave out?
The big candy, the M&Ms, Skittles, sour Skittles. I love sour Skittles too. So the big candy, yeah, everyone would go for that.
When it comes to haunted houses, best one you ever went to?
One in Philly. I don't know what it was called, but it was intense. It wasn't the penitentiary, but it was this other one. It was in downtown Philly, warehouse, very discreet location, dark. And it was just levels to it. And when I mean I've never been so scared in my life, I almost peed my pants because I really thought I was in a movie. Usually I go to haunted houses or haunted things, and they're usually outside, and you can still hear the people in the middle section talking, or the Halloween music playing while zombies are popping up at you. But no, this was a warehouse, so you're inside. I was feeling claustrophobic. There was the smoke thing going on, the lights flickering. I was just everything in my body was being triggered.
And was this a one-time thing you went to, or is this you've gone several
I only
times?
went to that one time, but I go to one in New Jersey where I'm from. It's called Fright Trail or something. I go to that one usually every year, and that's a corn maze, and that's really fun. There's 7 different corn mazes that you can go through. They're all scary, but nothing has really changed. So it's except for the actors, because you can actually be one of the actors, and I was going to try to be one, but it's always too late because I love acting. So yeah.
So are the mazes different? I mean, the mazes are the same every year. It's just the
Yes.
actors are different.
Yeah. So it's if the actors are good that year, then you're probably going to be scared. If the actors aren't good this year, it's all right, I wasted my money.
Anything crazy ever happen with a haunted house experience? Anything out of the norm?
I mean, it was scary for me because I got lost in the corn maze. So you follow the trail in the corn maze while people are, running at you. But I must have been scared or sidetracked, and I created my own path. So now I'm stuck in the corn maze that you're not even supposed to be walking in. So I guess they heard me, and I turned on my flash too. You're not supposed to have your flash on. So they seen that someone in the maze had a flash on, and a zombie came up to me and was talking to me regularly and was like, hey, I'll help you out. So he helped me out. But it was so terrifying. I was actually really scared.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I do.
Ever had a ghost encounter?
Honestly, I don't think I've had a ghost encounter, but I've definitely had a spirit encounter. And I feel like spirits and ghosts are two different things. Ghosts are more like, I feel like ghosts are evil. I feel like spirits can be, you know, someone that might have passed away, or, you know, like sometimes I get goosebumps when like I'm thinking of someone that has passed away, or just like when I feel like some type of energies. So I definitely feel like spirits are real, but ghosts they're real, but they're like bad. I feel like they're bad, and I've never encountered any.
Do you follow a religion?
I'm Catholic, but Catholics, I mean, I go to church sometimes, but I don't have any like particular practices or, you know, traditions, I guess you could say.
And why do you follow that religion there?
It's kind of just what my family told me I was, and I got baptized, so I don't know if that has anything to do with being Christian or Catholic, and I go to a Catholic church a lot, so.
And this was under the roof of your mother and father?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know, but.
When it comes to horror movies, scariest movie of all time, in your opinion?
The Visit. I don't know, Paranormal Activity, The Purge, like all that stuff I watched so many times, and they are really realistic, which makes it scary. But The Visit, it's just something about old people and them doing crazy stuff. Like, it terrifies me. Like, watching that old lady climb up the steps like that, it was scary. So, I would have to say The Visit.
When it comes to music, do you have a favorite song on Halloween?
I mean, not really. I mean, Smooth Criminal, Michael Jackson, like I love that, but I really only like to listen to him. Like if he plays, I'll get excited for that. But anything else, like the Monster Mash, that's all just like, okay. Like,
Ever made a Halloween themed song yourself?
no, but I would actually do that. That sounds fun.
Ever used Halloween as a release date for music?
No, not yet.
Ever had to work on Halloween?
Mm-mm.
Ever been booked or performed on Halloween?
I think I did have a job before on Halloween for modeling. It was like for some commercial, but it was like during the school day, so it wasn't really affected. Because, you know, it's like they say Halloween's usually after school.
Ever been arrested on Halloween or had to serve time in jail during it?
No. My friends probably have. They do crazy stuff. When I used to live where I used to live in New Jersey, it's not like a bad area. It's the suburbs. But when you're in the suburbs, people do bad stuff too because there's nothing to do. So, you know, the ding dong ditch and the going into stores and stuff like that and all that crazy stuff. I was never a part of it because I'd always be at home by then. But after, you know, the next day you see on Snapchat, oh my God, whatchamacallit got booked. Whatchamacallit, you know, is in the car. And I'm just like, they're crazy. Like,
Could have been you if you hung out with them at that time.
it could have. But like I said, I make sure that I make the right decisions.
Most embarrassing Halloween moment if you have one?
I don't think I have one. Maybe if I wore like an ugly outfit or my makeup looked a mess, but never embarrassing.